When you take a long, hard look at the resources that you not only have within, but without as well, you realize those resources are going to help you climb up to the very next step in your life, whether it be a baby step or whether it be a big step. You have everything that you literally need. You have everything that you need. God is a great provider. You might think you're lacking something because you're in the energy of thinking ahead. You're thinking too many steps ahead. You're thinking about how you're going to get from A to J, and you haven't even moved on to B yet. The reasons what you have now is here to help you, to take you to the next step, not meant to take you 3 steps later. The only way you can progress along your journey is by going step by step. Not, you know how you go up a flight of stairs and sometimes if you want to get up there quicker, you skip over a step. You know what I mean? That's not how life works. In that journey and the lessons you're meant to learn, each step that you take is very important. Sometimes you're gonna have to sometimes you find yourself doing the same thing over and over again because that's what God needs you to do. In so many words, you might have been commanded to really heal yourself, focus on healing before doing anything else, and you'd be like, okay, I've been focusing on healing every day now, like, excuse the airplane. But you might be like, oh, I've been focusing on healing every day now, like, what's next? No, if God is still telling you to focus on your healing journey, like whatever you've been commanded to do, if you have not been instructed otherwise, then you have to keep doing that thing. That you might think doing it over and over again means you're not taking any steps, but that is just the steps you have to keep taking. Every step, some steps might look the same, some steps might look different, but the more and more you keep doing something, in so many words, you learn through repetition. I feel like that has nothing to do with the video, but I feel like I had to add that in there for some reason. You learn through repetition. Sometimes God will have you doing the same task. He will have you doing the same thing, instruct you to do the same thing every single day because you need to learn it. Just like learning how to read. You didn't learn the alphabet and all that just one time and boom, you knew it. No, it happens over time, and it happens through repetition, by repeating it over and over again until you finally learn it. All the resources that you have now within, the lessons that you have learned, the knowledge that you have attained, the things that you might have physically are here. They are present in your life to help you with the next chapter of your life, to help you move along to the next chapter of your life. Everything you have now will not be certain. Everything you have now is not certain. My neighbor coming home just threw me off, y'all. But everything you have now is not the tools necessarily that you will be using forever to get you to like your ultimate dream. You get what I mean? They are helping you pave the way, but in time, once you have used your resources and you've gotten to the next chapter of your life, then you begin to receive bigger and better things, because as you progress along your path, you are opening yourself up to bigger and better opportunities. Every time you tell yourself, oh, I don't have what I need to get here, you're thinking too many steps ahead. You're thinking if you're telling yourself, I don't have the things that I need to get me where I want to be, that's because you're looking too far ahead in the staircase. If you're going up the stairs and you're like, damn, that's so many steps, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to take them steps yet, because I don't know if I have everything I need to get up to that step. You're thinking way too far ahead, and you gotta dial it back some. Look at where you are now and everything that you have around you. I'm telling you, it is in your life for a reason. Don't overlook anything in your life, whether it be, I don't know, where you live, right? The kind of car you have, the environment it's all on purpose. Your life is on purpose. Everything is on purpose. It is not accidental. God, he makes no mistakes. Even when you think he does, he makes no mistakes. I seen something yesterday that said everything is art. Everything, from the way you write, the way you laugh, the way you sound, the way you look, the way you dress, what your personal style is, your favorite color, the way your life looks, the way you think, it's all art, because you are the creator. And so literally everything about you, anything that you work on is art. If you are working on yourself, you are creating art. If you are working on your health, you are creating art. You literally have everything. In so many words, what I'm saying with that, You have everything you need right now to create art. Every single step you take, in so many words, you're just adding more art to the picture. You understand what I'm saying? If that makes any sense. Like, say you're here and then you take the next step. Now you're at a level where you can create more art on a whole nother perspective. You can add more images because now you're able to receive. Now you're able to have new resources, better tools to paint. In so many words, that's what I was getting at there. Like, I hope that made sense. If something don't make sense to y'all, please let me know in the comment section so I could clarify and everything like that, because you gotta be in my brain to understand what I'm trying to say for real. But I try my best. Y'all don't understand. I try my best to make everything make sense out loud, because in my head I'm just ready to go down 100 different paths about the same topic. But you gotta start living your life as in the same way that you imagine it in your mind. And what I mean by that is, we always, every time somebody says that, more than likely you instantly think about exactly where you want to be in life. Like, you think about you living your best life. But when somebody says that, right, when they say create, make your imagination your reality, in so many words. And yeah, of course, you know, dream big. Don't even shoot for the stars, baby. Shoot for other galaxies. Shoot for other dimensions. Shoot for other realities that you can align with. But in so many words, imagine, okay, how can I put this? Where you are right now, right? Imagine you living your best life with where you are right now, whatever that looks like. The things that you have, physically or within, just imagine yourself making the most out of what you have now, and start doing that. It's not about imagining where you want to be, because that is important, but you're going to get there when you get there. When you start to imagine how you can cultivate happiness and peace and just light energy into where you are right now in the present moment on a daily basis, when you start to imagine how you can make the most out of where you are right now, and then you start to take action, that is where the growth happens. That is how you use your resources. That is how you use the things that I've provided to you. When you don't need anything, you receive everything, because you saying you need something, it's kind of like telling God, you didn't give me enough. And God done provided you with everything that you could possibly need to get to the next step. God already knows he's gonna take you to where you want to be, but you gotta walk. You gotta crawl before you can walk, and then you've got to walk before you can run. So the tools that you have right now, both within or without, are in your life to help you get to the next step, to the next chapter of your life, not to help you jump from A to R. You know what I mean? Like, you got to go through the rest of the alphabet before you can get there. You can't rush the process either. Like, just because you say, oh, I have everything I need, like, let me just keep doing this, boom boom pow. You can't speed run life. You might be able to, like, speed run your way to death. You know what I mean? That's, people always say, oh, you're living a fast life. It doesn't matter how much you do in your life, whether it's drinking, partying, drugs, whatever. None of that is considered a fast life, because there is no way you can rush learning a lesson. Life is the greatest teacher of all. Ever since I first started this channel, I used to always say, I am not the teacher here. I really do appreciate all of you guys' kind words. I'm so glad that I'm able to share what I know with you guys and help everybody, like, raise their vibration and get on a higher level and see things from another perspective. I really do love that. But I am not the teacher, okay? I don't have all the answers here, but I do know a lot. You know what I mean? The universe is infinite, and so that means there is an infinite number of knowledge out there. There is nothing that you cannot fully learn. Nothing. But I think I said earlier, when you don't need anything, that is when everything comes to you. And then I went off track. But yeah, so when you tell yourself, when you start realizing and you start making the most out of what you have, and you realize, wow, this is all that I need to get me to get me to the next step. Because you have to trust God, man. If you keep saying, oh, I don't have what I need to get me where I want to be. You're not trusting his plan. You see, his plan is to take you step by step. His plan is not to take you on the fast track, because when you do things too fast, you make mistakes. When you rush things, you are bound to make mistakes. And God takes his time on everything. God takes his time on you. He took his time on you. He took his time on crafting your life. He took his time on crafting his plan for you, because number one, before you are even conceived, God says, I know who you were before you were even born. Meaning, his plan for you, his plans for your life was already crafted. He's not just making it up as you go through life. He's not just making it up as you go through life. It's already been set in stone. You got to trust his process, and you must be patient. Doesn't matter what you're facing. I keep veering off topic on the things that I want to say. So, like I was saying, when you don't need everything, when you don't need anything, you attract everything. So when you start to make the most out of what you have, then you are able to progress to the next level. And then when you make the most out of what you receive, when you get to the next level, because trust me, when you make it to that next level, you will be receiving something different, whether it's knowledge or something physical, or it could be a combination of both. But don't overlook anything in your life, because everything in your life is meant to help you. So no, you do not need anything more than what you have already. If you feel like you're lacking something physical in your life, then you must do the work within to align with what you're trying to attract. Your internal reality reflects what's going on. For example, I seen somebody comment on one of my videos. They said learning to love yourself is the greatest love of all. And I know, like, that's a Whitney Houston lyric from her song Greatest Love of All, or something like that. And that is so true. If you can learn how to love yourself, if you so long to meet the person who God has for you, because everybody has a somebody on this planet. Nothing is accidental. I'm gonna tell you that right now. Nothing is accidental. Everybody has a somebody on this planet meant for them. But when you learn how to love yourself, that person will then be magnetized into your life. But you got to start within. And if you feel like you are lacking something within, you've got to look around on your external reality, because it's a mirror. If you feel like you are lacking something within, I'm coming, Papa. If you feel like you are lacking something within, you got to take a look around you and realize, what is it that is triggering this feeling of lack within me? And then you got to dig a little deeper. You understand what I'm saying? But you have everything you need. I'm so serious. Because the things in your life, that's why a lot of people get so stuck and so unhappy, because they be like, how am I going to take what I have now and turn it into, like in my last video, I gave an example about being like, about only having a rock, a stick, and a leaf, right? So imagine only having a rock, a stick, and a leaf, and you're asking yourself, how am I going to turn this into an empire? It's not about turning just that alone into an empire. It's about gradually working your way towards it. Maybe you combine it to make some kind of weapon, and then you can like chop down more wood or something. I don't freaking know how that works, man. This is not Minecraft. It can be if you want it to be, but literally just have fun with the things you have. I'm so serious. And like I was saying, a lot of people get stuck and they be unhappy because they think that the resources they have now is all they're gonna ever have to get them to where they're trying to be. But no, that's where you get stuck, because you're thinking too far ahead in the game. You trying to plan out your next 5 steps, and God is trying to tell you, focus on this one step. Let him work out the rest of the details. As soon as you focus on this one step and you decide to start working towards taking that one step, then everything else will fall into place. Everything else will literally fall into place. I'm gonna say this last thing and then I'm gonna end the video. So last night I seen something that said, I think it was like a dream with a due date, or a dream with like a time frame on it is considered a goal, and a goal broken down into pieces is considered a plan. And then it was like a plan that you take action on becomes your reality, in so many words. So in so many words, you got to really start breaking things down, and that's exactly what I was getting at there. So when you start to break it down, right, like look at where you want to be and then look at what you have to realize that it's been broken down into pieces for you. Remember, this is God's plan. So the plan has been the dream has been broken down into pieces for you, so that way you can do it step by step. This is all a part of his plan. You get what I mean? You see how everything I say is always going to tie back into the videos. Y'all just got to bear with me here. I got ADHD bad, so I be all over the place. But in so many words, this is his plan for you. It's step by step. And so right now, this is the step that you're having to take. The resources that you have, everything you have is what you need to progress you to the next step of the plan. You got to follow God's plan. You be trying to jump to step number 7 when you're only on step number 2. Why are you trying to do that? You're trying to you're trying to rush God's plan. If you rush his plan, you're going to get a rushed result, and it will not last. But when you take your time with building something, when you take your time with crafting the life that you want to live, it will number one, it will be stable, it will be secure, it will be well balanced, and it will be strong and sturdy, and it will definitely, nothing will topple it over unless God says it's meant to be toppled over for whatever reason. Who knows? But you gotta trust in him, man. You gotta trust in him. But that's really all that I have for this video. I hope y'all took the messages that I was trying to share in this video, and I want to say thank y'all so much for everybody who is joining the community, because I don't know if I should share this, but I think I'm gonna share it. So the video that I made about focusing on yourself, focusing on your own reality, and that's how is the most magnetic thing you can do. I edited that video same day, and then I scheduled it for the next day, right? And that same night that I edited that video and I went to bed and it was already scheduled and everything, I had such a vivid dream that video was doing like really good, and it is now doing really good. And the fact that like it was kind of like a vision, I guess, like every time like I have a deja vu moment, or my dreams or something that happened in my dream happens in real life, I always see it as a sign that I'm on the right track. So I just want to say, number one, thank y'all to everybody who is showing love, and the comments on all my videos and the love on all my videos, man. I really do appreciate it. Thank y'all for joining the community, man. We're almost at 300 people in the community. That's crazy, because I remember in May we finally hit 100 people in the community. Like, that's crazy how far we're growing and how far I've come along this whole YouTube journey thing. Because I remember when I first started, I literally had 2 subscribers. It was me and it was my girl Ari, and it took me 4 months to get 10 people in the community, and here we are 7 months later and we're almost at 300 people in the community, man. I really appreciate it, man. When you trust in God, when you trust in his plan, miracles do happen, but you can't be expecting, you can't be trying to predict what's gonna happen next. Just do what he tells you to do, man. Follow his guidance, take it step by step, use what you have now to get you to the next step, and keep on going, man. Expect nothing expect nothing but miracles. Literally, that's what I've been saying to myself. Expect nothing but miracles. I always say expectations are always going to lead you to disappointment. That is a one-track road to disappointment. I have always said that. However, when you expect miracles, because God is miraculous, he is nothing short of a miracle. Your life is nothing short of a miracle. So if there's one thing you're gonna expect in life, is expect miracles. Expect things to happen in a way that you would never expect it to happen. That's the only thing I can tell you to expect, because at least you won't be disappointed, because you know something is gonna happen in the way you're not expecting it to happen. But is that all that I wanted to say, man? Thank y'all for the love and support, man. It really does mean a lot. Like, I love that everybody is learning, growing, healing, loving, and just doing all these beautiful things and trying to better their lives and trying to be better and just trying to get their mind right, trying to get their energy right, keep their energy light. Everybody who watches these types of videos, because it could be another YouTuber's videos, it could be mine, but everybody who is watching these videos are seeking out enlightenment, and I love that for y'all, man. I love that for myself. In my own life, I am seeking out enlightenment in everything that I do, so I love that for y'all. But the sun is setting and everything, and yeah, so that's all that I have for this video, and I will see y'all in my next one. Until next time, bye friends.